Welcome to another episode of Jamaican State of Mind podcast. This is your host, Nick. And yes, we're back here again with a new episode for the people. You have the man straight out of Florida there, Mr. Carter C4.
Yeah, man, we're there in the place. You know what I mean? Atlanta, Georgia, Chocolate City. You don't know what type of things happen. Man, buy new house, you know what I mean? Moving, new job, traveling.
All of that. So a lot of things happened in the last couple of months. So that's why we wasn't able to put out no episode, you know. A lot of things going on and things. But, you know, we're kind of circle now. I have a more schedule and we are going to stick to. So we should have a lot more episode coming out. And we just like to start off, say, we are going to say this is season 3. You know what I mean? You know, we just started the podcast. We do a couple episodes in the name of my son. And, you know, for the new year, we started to have Jamaican State of Mind. And we decided we're going to stick with the name here. And, you know, so Jamaican State of Mind, we talk about a lot of different things from our perspective, you know, as 2 yard man there in America. So we touch upon every topic. No topic is untouchable. And I'm telling you, the next couple episodes we have planned out, they're going to be really good because we're going to talk about some things from some different angle, different point of view, some stuff where typically yard man not really touch, you know, you know. But, you know, we have some things in store for you, you know. But this episode, I'm going to make Carter take a 1 year away. Because him plan up a 1 year, him say he want to tackle a subject here, so I'm going to just make him bring someone away, you know.
And recently, I was listening to the Breakfast Club, and Fantasia was a guest on the Breakfast Club.
Let me see, before we even move forward, let me see if we can get the clip in here.
Right.
So them can hear what you're talking about.
I mean, you can't be a leader because a lot of women look at like, no, you know, I can lead in my household. I can do this in my household. What does that mean?
That's not how it's supposed to be, and that's why we bump heads. And I feel like it's a generational thing. And we can go real deep on that, and I don't need to start that, but it's a generational curse. Mm-hmm. And how society have placed our men. Mm-hmm. And women have to stand up and be the mother and the father and the provider. And so then now you are so bad, you can't be told nothing, that when the right man come, you lose him because you're trying to be the man. I was finna say,
right,
man.
Mm-hmm. Can we be equal?
Oh, of course. Mm-hmm. But see, at the end of the day, I'm the neck, my man's the head. So he can't make any moves without his wife. You know what I mean? It all works together. But you can't be the head of the house. You got to let the man be the head of the house.
Okay.
So, you know, when I heard her statements on the radio, I was like, I think I was driving, and, you know, I gave her kudos, but at the same time, I understand from a woman's perspective based on, you know, there's a lot of single mothers out there who had to play both roles, the role of the man and the woman, right? And from that, you know, she becomes, it's sad to say it, but she becomes a little bit masculine. She loses that femininity. And yes, you know, men are to take some of the blame for that, right? But at the same time, you know, that has transitioned now into our generation, where you meet some females and they're so hard on the outside, it's like you're not even attracted to them anymore.
Yeah, no, because approach.
Right. And a friend of mine, we had this discussion, Wilton, you know, he mentioned that the word we use in society these days, submissive, and it's not the right word. You know, yeah. It sounds derogatory. It's not submissive. It's just being feminine. You know, because the thing a man looks for in a woman is that nurturing quality, right? Every day we go out there and we're not there. It's not like we're fighting wars anymore. Well, not, you know, there's still wars, but we're not going out and hunting and bringing back the meat. You know what I mean? Society has changed, right? Women have gained significant presence in the workplace. They're CEOs, they're managers, they're directors, they're VPs, all this wonderful stuff, right? They're even in the so-called male-dominated industry, construction, right? I'm a recruiter for a natural gas construction company, right? And there's females in the field, bro, right? And I have to give it up to them. You know what I mean? Doing the physical labor that a man, normally does. 12 hours a day in the sun, the heat, the snow, right? But at the same time, me as a single guy right now, right? Sometimes you need some females and the exterior is so hard. It's definitely a turn off because I'm not looking for another man, right? It might sound harsh, but then again, when you hear some of the stories and the scars, men are to be blamed for some of this. But how can we create a balance here? She's saying that, the man should lead, right? And she says the woman is the neck, the man is the head, right? Which I can agree with, right? Which I can agree with because it's a partnership. But at the same time, give the man some leverage to kind of guide you. If you deem him strong enough to lead, because of course there's a situation where me and Nicholas I've come across men that we probably second guess as leaders in a household, right? There is that situation. You know what I mean? We get it, but at the same time, think about the single men out here looking for a nurturing female. You know what I mean? Who has the feminine qualities. Somebody who, when you leave a hard days of work and you battle everything out there and you come home to a hard exterior, that is definitely not what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
So my thing is this, ladies. I mean, give us your feedback. Like, what can you do? What can we do to bridge this gap? Because I've seen it's developing into a real problem now.
Yeah. And let me just piggy. I always say, you're right. And let me just piggyback on a few stuff, right? Piggyback on some of the stuff where you say, right? When it comes to, we understand our society set up certain things, especially in our culture, at least the black culture, right?
Right.
A lot of women has take up the role as, like I said, be the head of the house. And it's unfortunate that right now in America, them say black women are the most educated
right
group
right
in the country, right? So most black men ain't there yet, is a man say?
Right.
The majority ain't there yet. So I want to tricky. What kind of tick off a lot of people when me there follow it? I mean, listen to the interview and you see the social media backlash and some woman attack was the submissive word, like you pointed out, right? And like I say, yeah, I think the meaning, people take the literal meaning,
right?
I don't think the literal Webster dictionary meaning is
exactly.
That. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know, and a lot of stuff come from well, most people use it from a biblical point of view.
Right. It's so archaic.
And which I agree with, right?
Right.
Because I will say, even in my relationship right now, there's a lot of things my wife good at. And there's some things I'm good at. You know what I mean? And even as a man, me have to understand, all right, if she let go certain areas where she good at, and make she control, like, me no need fear.
Right.
Take up everything. I try be.
Yeah, it's less of an egotistical thing.
Yeah.
Right.
You see me I say? And it's still a work in progress for me, be honest.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you don't know where we grew up on. A man for be a man, whatever that meaning is, what man is. You know what I mean?
Right. Who is it? Why?
Yeah.
What's the true definition of what a man should be? Right.
My thing come back to instinct. Right?
True. Natural
instinct when it comes to certain things. Some of them things are a cultural thing. It's an instinct thing. Is there a reason, like you pointed out, most women are nurturers. Like them I mean, they're natural. Like, me I watch a youth and you have my son and him drop on them thing. I say, my youth, get up. Rub it off, you're good.
Right. Be tough.
Be tough. Why the mother can say, you're all right. You know them way there. It's a natural instinct. Just like for man, me, if anything, me that defend my family to the fullest. You get what I'm saying? It's just like, it just feels an instinct in me, like me just want. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
To be the protector. It's an instinct thing. Nobody teach me that. Like, it just naturally, if my whole day, I'm say, a woman drop her or something or whatever, me sit down and a woman come like more and get up and get like
Right.
It's them thing that just is not nothing to do with say that was taught or no. Me personally, me just feel that maybe it's my ego.
Right.
To make you feel like me must be there, whatever. But that's just how it is. It's just like and it's just like when you're going at the what you call it, if you're going at the animal kingdom, right?
Right.
There's a reason why the man in most cases in the wolf pack, the lion and the lioness, whosoever, is a reason why most time the man them are there. The male in that group is the hunter.
Yeah, because the physiological design of the male and the female is where the man is physically stronger than the woman.
In most cases. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So when some woman get the word submissive and they feel like, you don't need a man for doing it. Well, listen. Yeah, you might not need a man for the certain things.
I'm glad you stated it that way.
But at the same, if you don't, but at the same time, if that's your attitude, you're not going to find the right man. You understand? My wife tell me already, there's stuff where my wife can do. And she will still ask me if to do it. You see me I say?
Right.
Because she want to make me feel whatever she make me feel like, all right, make me useful in this area.
Right.
Or whatever. And the idea, regardless if she could have do it or not, I feel some form of accomplishment or something.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know what it is. But even maybe she know if to do it herself, she asked me if to do it.
And vice versa too.
And vice versa.
Right.
You understand? So I think sometimes people look on the literal term which they say, oh, you have to be submissive and that mean you have to obey and do everything.
Right.
That's not to me, that's not what it is. To me, and what I'm learning is just areas that I'm strong in, let me deal with it.
Right.
Areas that my wife is strong in, let she deal with it.
Right.
You understand?
Which comes back to what Fantasia said. It's a partnership. It's unison. It's not where, as I said, I use the word submissive. The literal meaning might sound a little bit derogatory in this term of relationships.
Yeah.
So, I wouldn't use that word to describe what I'm trying to explain. It's more of a nurturing or being supportive.
Exactly.
Right? It might sound like a simple word, but it goes far. It goes really far in terms of a relationship between a man and a woman, because now we're in a society where it's Nicholas mentioned where the statistics are saying that black women are supremely more educated than the black men counterpart, right? And
most
since our motto is Jamaican state of mind, if we're gonna bring it back from the Jamaican perspective, I can tell you that before I came to this country, right? I went to university at West Indies, and I remember going to a lecture at sociology with this lecturer, and he was explaining that they did social research, where they found that a lot of young black men don't get the same opportunities that black women get. And the reason for this is that a lot of young black men start working earlier than the black woman, in terms of he starts working right out of high school, because he feels that he has to support his parents and help the household. So he goes out, instead of going to the tertiary education, he goes right from high school into the workforce. And then the girl now gets a little bit more pampering, because she, they're saying, she's a female, she needs to get education and get all this stuff done, while the guy is out there working, right? So and then get lost in the system.
Set up for failure. Yeah, and
right?
Honestly, and that's one part I don't think people take in consideration, especially in our culture, right? I just growing up, let me just even stray away a little bit. Like, just even we was brought up. I mean, as man, what man's supposed to be, to me, is a fundamental flaw with some of it.
True.
Right? Because it's we look at even my son now, right? Let him express himself more. Try to talk to stuff out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Instead of, know what I mean, expressing emotion.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Then when we grow up, we can.
Yeah.
And I think it kind of, what the word I look for, kind of hold us back.
Yeah, it was
little.
actually frowned upon. Like it probably, if you express too much emotion, them see as a bit too as soft.
Yeah. And that wasn't the case, because then when I grew up, that's why we inherited sometimes more violent.
Yeah.
I want to fight because we don't know how to
just simply express yourself.
Express your word. I even say, yo, my fault, my bad.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I say?
True.
It's because we don't learn to express themselves there. We are stray a little, but when we bring myself up, because we want to put that point there. Out.
Yeah.
But like I said, if to me is a simple thing. You know what I mean? If you're in a partnership,
mm-hmm.
in a relationship, whatever, you have both party have to submit.
Right.
Some stuff. That's the only way it gonna work, because you can't go in the headstrong, other person headstrong. It not gonna work.
Right. There has to be some vulnerability to it.
Exactly. And then to your point, me no want a woman where me have to deal with her like me I deal with another man.
Oh gosh.
You see me I say? Jeez. Me have an argument, you step to me like you want to fight me like he's a man. You see me I say? I show a gun finger and I push up and a name thing. You get what I'm saying? Like,
and the aggressiveness.
And the aggressiveness. No man no want to deal with that.
No.
And then the thing is, some woman they tell them that them no want to hear that. Yeah. You understand me? And me I gotta say something where most women might get mad with, but here, most of the women who have problem out there, you need to take accountability for yourself.
True.
This phrase where American woman loves it, niggas ain't shit.
Oh Lord. Oh boy. Especially when I come here to Atlanta. I went yard girl them say. Dirty boy. Right.
Because the man look dirty boy that.
Mm-hmm.
What may I say? Some of y'all need to take responsibility for yourself.
True.
You know what I mean? Me just see a talk about this. You know want hood dude or some street man.
Oh yes.
With some Harvard ways.
Yes. Me and Nicholas, we so Keisha Cole. I'm not sure if I think she's on a radio station or a podcast where I was listening to her recently, and she was talking to forgot his name, Dexter Jackson or something like that. He's
Jackson.
He's a super representative of the female community.
Yeah, Jackson, are you there? Me say him fool y'all female. Listen, me not say some of my stuff where him say is not right.
Some of
my stuff where him saying I agree with. But the fact that him so like everything most of y'all women do is like always man fault, or you know what I mean? Like at time remember this woman said to me, say, yo, yeah, he giving up your secret or whatever. I'm like, yo, he might play to the emotions. Audience. I might play to on the audience, and then you're not seeing it. And this come back to him and say, you all need to take responsibility for yourself.
Right.
You can't blame everything on a man, because most men are like, we are the predator.
Right.
And if we see a weak prey, not a prey, we see a weak
or low hanging fruit.
We see a low hanging fruit, or we prey upon the weak. You know what I mean? If they look weak, most men are easy.
Which that is where I agree with him. Where that is where I agree with this gentleman Dexter Jackson, that men are manipulative.
Most men, woman too.
Right, exactly. It goes both ways. But that is where I agree with him when, you hear the scars of and I've met different females where they tell me these horror stories of men they have dealt with. But at the same time, it comes back to, as I said,
finish the Keisha Cole point.
Right, the Keisha Cole. That's I'm bringing it back to where, and there was this gentleman that called in, and he was a bit abrasive, right? He said to her, you know what? I've been listening to your Keisha for a number of years, and, seeing some of the relationships and some of the guys that you've chosen. Some of the blame has to be on her, because she's choosing guys, right, that are so-called thug street dudes, right? And then she expect to have a street dude who is like a Harvard guy. That does not work like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't take up.
One downtown
Don't,
man with uptown personality.
Exactly. Like we expect, like, you know what I mean? And this is the thing. And Nicholas said this too in several scenarios, in the past before. Sometimes women take up a man and think them can change him.
Fix her up,
and it doesn't necessarily work that way. A man changes when he's ready, and or if he meets a female that exudes that type of.
And I am an example of that, Bridget. You know what I mean? Most men not gonna change until them want to change.
Right.
No woman, nobody can change them. I say some woman them not want to accept that. Women have ego too.
True.
Them feel like them are the one.
True.
You know what I mean? Can't remember me doing on the road at the road. And woman tell me all these things. I say, my girl, I look nobody,
Right.
Good. And she said she feel like she are the one for me. Right. So me I got change because she.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, good luck. You
yeah.
me?
And men and women do this because the signs are there, but you walk past the sign.
The red flags.
The red flags. And the man tell you in so many words that, listen, I'm not ready for commitment. I'm not looking for that, but you feel that you can change him. I'm telling him, say, you're gonna lock him down.
Yo, and we seem like we jump from one point to another, but trust me, it's all connected. Cause where Fantasia say some of it right, and most of it right, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Cause I'm kind of old school in some way.
Right.
You know what I mean? But when I look on the overall reaction to it, it kind of lead up back and cover all of what we are talking about.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's how everybody do the blame thing. Man, I say, yes, she right. Woman, I say, no, I ain't no so. And then back to man too. Man need to take, like I said, we have to take some responsibility, and one of the responsibilities man need to take for themselves. Niggas ain't shit sometimes.
Yeah, it's real. No, that's real. Yes, no, come on. No, that is one thing I say when I listen. Like, as I said to you, I meet different females and they have these horror stories. Like, literally.
You don't even go so far. And we just say we have bridgings.
Yes.
Round a man we are chat to and tell you, I say, yo, dog, really?
Right.
Is it me I say?
True.
And this come back to what I say where even with me when I have to change. Because certain things I have to change about myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that come back down to we grew up, and then that's another topic we want to talk about. We want to do culture shift part 2.
Right.
Because we have some topic about that, how we grew up and certain things affect. But even with me, I have to change certain things about how me approach certain situation because of cultural conditioning. Is it me I say?
But even what Fantasia is talking about, the man being the head of the household, that is a cultural shift because, as I said to you before, right? Back in the Industrial Revolution and the World War days and those days, remember, the man used to actually be the only one really working. And now you think about it, how do we have to adjust? We have to adjust because guess what? Think about a woman she's earning, let's just put the 6 figures out there, right? She's earning $150,000 a year, right? And Steve Harvey said this himself. If you earning $150,000, right, and the man earning $80,000, right? And he said, why do you need a man earning $150 or more? Right?
Yeah.
So, but then this comes on back to it. Can you be respectful and nurturing to a man who is earning a little bit less than you?
Most women take advantage of that.
And and this I might get a lot of backlash for this, but it comes from the African American woman community, where the aggression is, you gotta get a bag and you gotta get this and that. But the thing is this: at the end of the day,
not just afraid. Even most yard girl and Caribbean, we have them kind of idiot mentality there too.
Because you could be happy as hell. You have the perfect, not the perfect, but you could have somebody who
then do it not for themselves. Then do it because with them friend or whosoever can think.
Right.
Like I said, she work at this good job and make 6 figures and money I bring in $60,000 a year.
Right.
Girl, you with this dude, I work such and such.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
And
more time, that's what it is. Because most women in a dog, when they meet each other, when they're around them circle,
right.
The first thing, if right now, if you meet a girl, right, And Yana attack. And she go on her friend and she say, oh, meet this guy, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, look nice and thing. The friend of my guy, so what do you do for a living?
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
First, them want to size you up,
Right.
See if, all right.
What does he got?
What do you got?
Mm-hmm.
And you see that type of mentality there.
Right.
Nah, get you nowhere. But now say a woman not supposed to be smart
Yes, right.
and think about your investment or your financial security.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if that's the only reason you're going there for,
it not gonna work.
It not gonna work. And that's the way you judge somebody off of.
Right.
It not gonna work. And being head of the household, I'm telling you, it not necessarily mean the way all the Bible has said it.
Mm-hmm.
Cause that's a whole nother conversation.
That's a whole other conversation.
It's not mean as how society put it, and we have to adapt and know that things have changed. But sometimes woman have to understand most man instinct is to lead. Not every man can lead.
Right, that's true.
But most man instinct is to lead.
Right.
You know what I mean? People who in a long lasting relationship, woman will tell you say, yo, them they in their husband for much years. She just make him feel like him and make the decision.
Of course.
But 90% of the time she says she persuade him in the direction to make the decision where she want to make. But him feel like him make the decision, so him feel like, But so that's a smart woman. But most women can tone them ego.
Right.
You kind of do that. They might feel like them have to be, no, yeah, he that even know. No, like sometimes some man need push because if you want most man, that's so instinctively that's all we wanna be.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It's not nothing to do. It doesn't matter where you grew up. Which guy? If it was a problem culturally across the world in a majority of society,
right?
Man want be the leader.
Yeah,
you understand? And like we already identified, it's not every man can be the leader.
Right.
And like I said, my relationship, my wife strong in some areas and she deal with it. Me strong in other areas, me deal with it.
Right.
Which me think I saw it's supposed
to be. It's supposed to be that way.
But as for me, it's still a working thing because, we don't want to let go of everything.
Right, of course.
Yeah, because that part is the cultural conditioning.
Right.
Where me have to work on myself to fix that.
Right. And all of this, as I said to you, is taught behavior and cultural, from what the so-called definition of what a man should be, right?
And what a woman should be.
A woman should be. So that's what I'm saying, like, when it comes on to the modern day and what has happened to the years where women have now come into a place of power and decision.
Yeah.
How can we still operate the same way that we did 30, 40 years ago? It can't work.
It can't work.
It cannot work.
People, it have to adjust, and both man and woman have to adjust. A man have to respect the fact that if you're a woman are the breadwinner in this situation,
right,
she are the breadwinner in this situation,
right,
and a woman have to understand, say, because you are the breadwinner, that doesn't give you the power to demasculate this.
Exactly.
Demasculate the man, because sometimes most women take advantage of that. You understand? And some man, them do take advantage of a woman,
of course,
who are bringing the money. So it's a two-way street,
right?
But two parties have to have an understanding, and also, like I said, we have to adjust our thought process,
right? Because
the world has changed,
right?
All right.
That's what I said. This conversation can spiral into several different directions. So we both are here trying to keep each other honest, keep coming back to the point of, the whole topic started off with the fantasia and the man being the household, she being the neck, the man being the head, and the fact of the matter that, even if there is, if she has a financial advantage at some point, she still allows the man to play a role where he's leading the household and keeping her secure. And as me and Nicholas has said, there's not every man is capable of this based on, and this is
based on some interaction. I see some man and I say, John, know that you can't have a whole family a yard.
Exactly.
The way you move.
And and the more, and even in my field right now, some of the men, some of these technical guys are doing, right? Some of these guys are, roughnecks. You know what I mean? They just literally want to go and do the hard labor, get the job done, right? And I've learned that a lot of these men have women who are, because they travel a lot, so a lot of these women are either work part-time or they're full-time housewives, right? So the woman has that tenacity and the attention to detail to take it to make sure that the bills are paid, keep certain things in line. So when the man is out there traveling and stuff, because he's oblivious to everything, literally, he just gets paid, and she makes sure that it's distributed in the right way. You know what I mean? And then she says, "Okay, now you're able to spend." Right? It sounds sad, but literally that's a team thing, though. That's a dynamic.
Everybody have know them weakness.
Right? Everybody plays a role.
Strength.
Right.
Each other's strength supposed to. Each other weakness. Somebody's strength supposed to support your weakness.
Right.
Vice versa. You know what I mean? That's how and that's how it's supposed to go.
Right.
You know what I mean? Sorry, we don't have no woman on the panel.
Yeah, this is a discussion where a female opinion would have been.
It would have been very well. But listen, this is just how we are talking from our perspective.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like I say, it's a changing world, and we just need to find a way to adjust to it, and we just understand. Say, everything now gonna be like
the olden days.
The olden days.
People need, and there's too many unhappy people out here, and it's just because of a lack of adjustment.
Lack of adjustment, too much comparison,
right?
To stuff. I think that's just what it is. People don't know how to be content.
Oh wow, that's
the thing. Everybody wants to be this.
Looking at social media, want to be the other relationship goals.
These relationships.
No, because your household cannot be the same as another man. It's impossible.
Yeah, and you know what I mean. We just go like back and forth and circling this. But it come down to the thing, and my advice to you ladies is take some, even a date out there,
right?
You need to take some responsibility for yourself.
True.
All right? You can't blame everything on a man. Because if you come in moving away, and most men say you is a weak one, we're going to pray on it.
True.
Because we are a predator.
And then you have the other extreme where, I listen to Keisha Cole and then
the way them been hurt.
Yeah, she been true enough, but some of them were attributed to her choices, because she did say, when she just came out, she wanted the thug with the gold teeth and the, in the streets. But then what you expect you gonna get? But no, and you know what she said? She's now with a guy, right? Mm-hmm. She's been with a guy for 3 years, but they've been friends for 20 years. And a guy called in and said, "Listen, look at what you just said. The guy's been around you for 20 years and it took you this long, because guess what? You were out there doing all the wrong niggas, and then you realize, oh wow."
And at that happen with most man. I gotta say something really quick before we try to close this up. And I said this to a woman already. I say, most man, not every man, but most man, when a man level-headed, like say even like you, level-headed, and when a man ready for choose a mate where I'm going to second with for the rest of his life,
right? Majority
of the time, man make more decisions better than woman.
Yeah, because
I say most man, let me finish this. Most man, with them research is, not every man, because some will make mistake.
Right.
But most time, when a man ready, and him say, I'm going to settle down, and him going to look for a woman, the majority of the time, him no what the word is, like, if you have certain standard,
right,
a certain thing on the list,
him not gonna go below that.
Him not go below that. Him not budge. But majority of the time, woman, cross off the list. Oh, yeah. And sometimes the run go for the star boy, whatever it is. And I tell you, and majority of the time, when a man, and listen what Mr. Lip, and I say when a man, any man, when a man mentally
ready,
when a man is mental ready to settle down, him, I gonna make a way better choice than any other woman. Cause him not budge from, him not settle, him not budge from where him want, where him look for. You know what I mean? And him not straight.
Right.
You know what I mean? Majority of the time, man make more relationship better decision than woman. And that's something ladies need to understand. You know what I mean? You cannot do the fixer-upper. And most women, you know what woman said to? I mean, hear this several times. I even see it on TV. I mean, I've heard it in real life. Where a woman in a bad relationship, you know. But she don't want to leave because she feel like if she leave, all the work she put in another woman gonna benefit.
Which happens
true
sometimes.
No,
Yes,
which is
it's
true.
messed up.
Which is true.
But then half of the kid with that man and then the man is
and then him left. Because sometimes woman, you see a man there with a woman for a decade, right?
Yeah.
Never married, never look, and then a man, you see him left. And then
go mad.
A year later, he married to somebody.
Oh, that's how I'm not like a woman. I know I'm feeling it.
Yo, but what them not understand, and not nothing for do with you. That's the person.
Right.
But they say.
But you need to value yourself.
But they say if you, it's man too. I mean, I said, and some man, yo, if you're not there, that woman, and I definitely know say, not a future with this woman, and you know what I mean, and that's a waste woman time.
Right.
Just leave the woman alone. You know what I mean? And unless it's already stated clear.
Right.
And then definitely she are going for at her own risk.
Right.
But no matter waste woman time. You see what I say?
Time
so
is...
woman, when a man tell you what it is, just listen.
Yeah.
Listen. If it end up turning into something good, you know what I mean? You win that little duel there. You see what I say? Or wait the game up. But if a man tell you something, I know I mean not even say this, because I remember when me and tell her, I say, I'm not looking for a soulmate.
Right.
She asked me, so what I'm looking for? I said, I'm not looking for a soulmate. And but we end up, but at the same time, she said, well, she just a date and you know, she just a see where it go with, you know what I mean, kind of, you know, at the time. And this end up work out in the way it's supposed to. But at the same time, most man tell woman, say, yo, this, that, me nah look nobody, me nah this, but you on a year it and then I got through 1 year.
Match the vibration.
I don't feel like when I can change a man there, you are the one because on the ego.
Right.
Don't blame the man when you get hurt.
Yeah, match the vibration. If the man tell you that, go with the flow, and then if you say
you nah go the way where it's supposed to.
You do what you need to do.
Exactly.
But yeah, just to close this off, I mean, you know, as me and Nicola say, you know, probably next time we'll have a female on the panel to, you know, chime in, because I'm sure there's a lot of hot and turbid people out there burning to give their opinions on this. But, you know, it's just our perspective, you know, it's a Jamaican state of mind, and, you know, we are now living in America, and then we see a lot of these, especially in the black community. You know, the women are, I'm not gonna lie, the black women are, they have dealt with a lot, but it seems like they're very hard-shelled.
To crack.
You know.
And you know, it's understandable sometimes.
Yeah, it's understandable based on the situation, but I'm telling you, like,
Fantasia says, like, when you read that real man.
Right.
And then you're
still having up that, the hard shell and the aggressiveness and the guard, and like, that's not what we're looking for out here. You know what I mean? We definitely don't want to deal with the rest of the world, because as a black man, it's done tough already. Yep. You understand? It's super hard.
One thing I love with my wife is that she's very feminine.
Oh,
like,
God.
We're not going we're not step to each other like we are both.
Yeah, like two men go about fit. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
You know what I mean? Like, nobody don't want to deal with that.
We're not, and that is why we use it. We say we're not using the word submissive, because we don't want a woman to be like, bend over backwards for everything you say. Of course, we accept challenges, but at the same time, we don't want to be like we're debating with another dude. that whole deal, like, why would we want that?
My youth, you know your yard gal is. Oh my youth. And in there,
you know,
a pointing finger already for front.
Right. You know,
if you're upset because you don't know if you're all for friggin' communicate and angle emotion,
it's tough. But it's just that we listen. We all need love, and that is what we're here for. So at the end of the day, the woman need love, the man need love. So we could come together and stop this, you know, the animosity, like it's a male against female thing.
Yeah, that
is my point. I'm done.
All right. So like I said, last word, people, just listen. Times have changed. We have to adjust to the change, and but don't go too far from it. You know what I mean? Lucky for me, you find a woman we have a little old school ways, which me like. So but ladies, take responsibility for yourself. And remember, some niggas ain't shit too. That's true, but not all. And sometimes I wanna make the wrong choice, and I choose the same type of person and move on over, and then I blame us for your decision. You know what I mean? But yeah, big up on yourself. You don't have any comment, feedback, you know what I mean? Reach out to us. You know what I mean? You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, JSM podcast. And if you want to shout out Carter, you can find him at Carter C4.
Right, on the gram.
On the gram. Him say my name, Carter C4.
That's right.
All right. Yeah, so as I said, we have some other episode we are working on, we're going to put out. And we're going to jump on some more topic. All right, so this is another one from the third season, is it?
Yeah, we'll try to stay as consistent as possible.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna be consistent this time. We'll be more disciplined. All right, but yeah. So listen, subscribe to all our we're on Apple, everything, Spotify, all over wherever you find podcasts. We're there. Just look up Jamaican State of Mind podcast, and this is the first episode, as the man says, season 3. All right, so boom.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself.